hello. Okay, that's an interesting start to the video. Nearly crashed straight away. First of all, I'm just going to go to one of the comments that I had in one of my other videos about my microphone being rubbish. I'm completely doing this off the cuff. I'm not going to invest any money on it. So maybe I thought to rectify that problem, I'll just start speaking louder, or maybe just sort of direct my voice to the microphone on the camera. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I wanted to do another video on Brexit, because the last one I'd done was only 5 minutes long, and there were so many things that I missed out on, and a lot of people commented on those things, because the way I do these videos, I just, you know, I haven't got any script or anything, so I'm driving, I can't fucking read anything, I'm just like, you know, just completely off the cuff, and a lot of things I miss. So yeah, there was a lot more on Brexit that I forgot to mention in my last video, so I'm going to do another one. And also a lot more things have happened since the last video that I've done as well. The main thing I missed out, I completely missed to talk about freedom of movement. It was such a massive thing. You know, it seems like it's the opposite of what people wanted and what people do want. You know, either the people that wanted Brexit, that was the main thing why they voted it, and on the flip side, the people that didn't, that's the main thing that they wanted to keep. I mean, having the ability to be able to work in any European country and to be able to just go there and live is such an amazing thing, and it's such a horrible thing to have to lose. And the stupid thing is that now Brexit has happened, this country seems to be desperately trying to find that with other countries. I don't know whether you've ever heard of the Kanzuk trade agreement, which is basically we want to try and recreate something that we had in the European Union with other countries. So Kanzuk is a union between Canada, Australia, New Zealand and England, sort of former colonies, and to be able to have a trade agreement between us and freedom of movement. So, you know, a lot of prominent Conservative MPs, pro-Brexit MPs are really pushing for this, which really just completely shows their xenophobia, how they want freedom of movement, but they only want freedom of movement within English-speaking countries. You know, we don't want Spanish people coming over, but we're quite happy for Canadians and Australians to come over. That's fine. Completely ridiculous. And this also rolls on to the fact that since Brexit, this country now seems to be desperate to try and join any trade agreement that they can, because it's just obvious that we need something, we need partners, we need trade partners, and big trading groups are a great thing, which we fucking had originally in the first place. We had this in the first place, but no, apparently the European Union wasn't good enough. So now UK is desperately trying to get on the Trans-Pacific trade agreement, and the key word there is Pacific, the Pacific Ocean. So basically this trade agreement currently at the moment is between countries surrounding the Pacific Ocean, all the relevant Asian countries, USA. I think Trump got USA out of that, but I think Biden's going to try and bring them back. And we're trying to muscle in on that. A Pacific Ocean. We're thousands of miles away from the Pacific Ocean, so we're trying to muscle in on that somehow. And it's just madness, just pure madness. Why, you know, it just shows we had it all. We had it. Why did we bother trying? You know, as soon as we come out of the European Union, we're just clasping at straws to try and grab something that's just as good. Absolute madness. I don't know, it's just crazy. I mean, I quite like the idea of this Kanzuk, really, but it's no better, or, you know, I'd like it to happen because we're out of the European Union, and it would be good to have that, but I'd rather have the free movement in Europe. I mean, I'd love the idea of being able to work and live in Australia, New Zealand, Canada. It would be great, but you know, just as much as I also like the idea of being able to move to Spain, Italy, anywhere in Europe, just as much. But yeah, I mean, that's just something that I left out in the last video. And it's just a pure example of how ridiculous this whole thing is. I don't know what other trade agreement we're going to try and jump in on. Maybe the Indian Ocean trade agreement, or the Asian Collective trade agreement, because we haven't got anything of our own. But yeah, I might continue more on this, but I just wanted to get that frustration out because it was just really bugging me. A couple of things I left out. I'm sure there was more. Okay, right. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Go! Fucking go! Oh, now you're being a cunt, right?